In this guide, we will be looking at where to grind, but we will also be looking at sort of what route to take with your gear, so we can just get you to endgame the fastest way possible by grinding. Enjoy. So, you just finished seasonal and you are worried about where you should start grinding, where you gain the best silver for your gear, and I'm here to show you what upgrades to go for and what spots I would do. This is my route and what I would do if I were to start over on a completely fresh account. I would, getting out of seasonal, start at Honglun base. If you don't know where to find it, you can click escape, you click zone, monster zone, and then you click Honglim base, right, like so, and it will show you navigation. This is in Land of the Morning Light. You have, of course, done your main story quest, so you by now know where Honglum would be. So this is where you want to grind. Next, what you want to do is you just want to keep focus on grinding here. You are left with the option for some deck Tuvala, one accessory and one armor. What I recommend is that you exchange it for this. This is a part of the quest that you can do after season or within season, I'm not really sure. But you also get to choose, it's either 1 or 2 pin. If it's not pin, then it's 1 pet and 1 pin. And you get to do the Magnus quest line. This is again the route I would take. The chances are that the first character you pick will be your main is pretty small, because there's like 20 plus classes and there are many interesting ones and a lot of fun ones, so you might end up loving something else. You can tag these characters and play them together. So I just recommend you choose double pin here. If you're absolutely certain that this is the class you want to play and you know it's awakening, then all you do is you make the main hand weapon tit, and then you go like this. If it's succession, then you just make the awakening tit. So the offhand is always pin, and then if you're succession, the main hand is pin, or if you're awakening, the awakening is pin. Okay? So this is the next step you want to go for. We are still farming at Honglun base. I recommend that you don't swap, you just keep grinding here. This again is my personal option. So we get to choose some potions, right? We get to choose 3. I recommend you choose 2 rings and 1 necklace. I will explain later down the road why we're going for this. Then I would get the Kabuas and I would get Bel's Heart. Or at least the Kabuas as first, okay? And then Bel's Heart. We are still farming at the base. So now we want to get these items upgraded into Fallen God, Nebraska, and whatnot. It might be a bit boring, but I would just stick to Honglun base. Again, this is my route. This is what I would do. I don't recommend that you craft your Kara sets. I recommend that you buy at the Boreka, because you can exchange them to the Kara sets, okay? Which I will show next. This is also when we get grind spot. So I would buy 2 tit distortion earring. The reason for it is because they are the cheapest bang for buck, and we don't mind the minus DP now that we have the Fallen God armor and the Kabuas, and we also upgraded our Bell's Heart, so it's not a problem. You just go to an NPC and you exchange your Deboreka for Karasat. You will exchange a pin Deboreka and you will get this Karasat necklace. It will also give you the crystals for it. This is where we start also to go for more in-game crystals. There are plenty of guides out there on this. So, but this also is where we unlock our next grinding spots, which I will now show you. So, the grinding spots we will go to, there are a few. Now you get a lot of options, so you can try out all of them if you want. So, Sulfur Mine, Dekia, there is a quest line you need to do first, which is for Dekia's Lantern. Just Google, it's just an easy, fast quest. You just talk to an NPC and they will give you Dekia's Lantern. It will explain all about the Dekia Lantern, so I'm not gonna do it. There are sulfur mine, there are thornwood, there are tonguta, and then there's also history. These spots you can grind, or you can go to Hex Sanctuary if you don't want to deal with this. Okay? We want to grind here for a little bit. So now I will show you the next step on your gear, which will be here, like so. We will exchange, like I told you, the Karasan, and then we will get the rings. You will obviously not get 2 rings, so the more realistic is that it will just end up looking like this. But this is also where you want to go and farm Israhid Highlands, which is the next spot I will show you. So Israhid, like here, nothing special. It's pretty solid spot and give pretty good money. Okay. So now we are here and we want to focus on our next upgrades. So our next upgrades, we are still gonna use like the stories in here. Still gonna use. So now you have a lot of AP, as you can see. We got the Deborekas here, which we will exchange for the Karasats, and we also got the Sovereign. You can just take whatever, but when you reach around 1400, you want to go to Troll Habitat, Quint Hill. Up now. It's called Quint Hill. Plenty of guides on how to deal with this spot. This is the next spot, and as you can see, we reached around 1400, which will land you at one of the best spots for silver, which is Tongred Ruins. These are my personal recommendation based on my own testing experience, guildmate advice, and reliable community sources like Gamoth, class discards. Is this route 100% optimal? Honestly, I cannot say for sure, it probably isn't, but the route is made so that you're not really doing anything wrong, and you will be near optimal with 0 wasted time, okay? So this is all I had to say for this. It might be a bit boring and linear, but I feel like this is the fastest way to get you to endgame. Just stay locked in and have a happy grind, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah.